Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. I'm Hardik. So today I completed 2 years in Canada, and this video is pretty much about how I actually feel, um, what my journey has been so far, how I actually feel about my mental health, um, what I've learned in Canada, how is Canada different than what is Canada about, like what I've learned and been through in this country.
हार्दिक क्षेत्रपाल
I am okay. I had a good start to my day. I am doing, I would say, okay. Yeah, I could do better, but I'm doing okay. So I was born and brought up in Ambala Camp, but we moved to Chandigarh and I stayed there for a good amount of time. And then I moved to Bangalore for my undergrad. I stayed there for 3 years and then I moved here. Yeah. I moved here to study. I was studying international business management at Seneca College, and I also studied HR management at Seneca as well. And yeah, how do I like it here? I absolutely love this country. I love the exposure, the how welcoming this country is, and I mean there are so many opportunities. You meet so many, like the best part is you meet so like a variety of people from different cultural backgrounds. I mean most of the people here are immigrants, and with that you get to learn about different cultures. I feel there's a sense of loneliness, which I think almost every immigrant sense because it's. I mean I love how accommodating and welcoming this country is, but at the same time, just because you have been born and brought up in a different country, in a different kind of an environment, I don't think anybody can ever feel, I mean, I don't know if you relate to this right now, but there's a sense of loneliness which you feel. Other than that, this country has given me a lot of opportunity. Like back there, I was working with hotels. I studied hospitality here. I've been interviewed at really great companies like Salesforce, DocuSign. I got a chance to work with Seneca College and was working with Seneca College, and which I mean, if I was in India, I could. I'm not sure how could I ever be. I mean, how could I ever be able to interview here and the exposure I have gotten, the quality of people I've met, and the amount of the amount of personal development which I've seen in myself after coming to this country is really great. And yeah, I think this country has helped me grow personally and professionally. Yeah, that's what I'll say. Do I miss home? Yes, definitely I do. I mean, yeah, I miss home. What happened is I've stayed like in Bangalore away from home for 3 years, and I'm pretty much used to staying away from home. But recently my family visited, and I mean you get used to it. But then I mean at the same time, the I think nothing can beat the environment, the family environment. How supportive a family is. You never feel alone. You never feel lonely. It's always happening, and you can share. There's always someone to ask you how your day was, and somebody who's helping you out, supporting. You feel emotional support all the time. I feel, and yeah. Do I miss home? Like coming back to the question, I do sometimes, but at the same time, if moving here, I also feel really good when I do everything on my own. Like since day one, since the time I've moved here, I've done everything on my own. Like I was looking for jobs, looking for accommodations. Like there's so many. This life has so many ups and downs altogether. So many ups and downs. Like I was homeless. I have gotten my first job out of college. I was homeless for 5 days, and all that. It's really pretty happening, but it's like extreme highs and lows. So I love that part. Moving here definitely is challenging. Like if you're coming to any country, I think it's very challenging task to move to a new country. I live here by myself alone. Like I have a two-bedroom apartment and we're two people who live, but we hardly talk. We hardly get a chance to see each other. And like from day one, I was going for jobs. I was looking for accommodation. I have been homeless as well. We'll talk about it. When you do everything on your own, you feel so confident. It's such a feel good feeling. But at the same time, when you live alone, there's again, I'm coming back to that lonely feeling as well. But it makes you feel so good and confident about yourself that you don't need no one. And well, I'll quickly take you through my 2 years. So I moved here on 11th April, and then I was looking for jobs. I had to quarantine for 14 days because that time it was COVID. I had to quarantine. I quarantined the first 3 days. It was a hotel, and then for the next rest 11 days, I had to go to an Airbnb. I was quarantining. I was there, and then from there I started calling hotels because I studied hospitality, right? So I started calling hotels if they're hiring and all that. I looked on Indeed and LinkedIn. I've walked in on my 15th day in this country. I walked into 30 hotels. I got a job on my 17th day in a hotel, and it was pretty great. Everything was all good, and yeah, I also found a place in downtown Toronto for $550 that time. It was great. I also got a job at my campus, so I was doing two jobs. I had two jobs during my first month in Canada. I had two jobs, and I had two jobs, and I was also able to find accommodation as well. But after my first month, the place I moved in with the people weren't great, so I had to like leave that place. This is a story for some other time, but I had to leave that place, and I was homeless for 5 days. Yes, it was pretty hectic. And yeah, then I found a place, and I was staying there. Then my friends betrayed. I had to move in with someone. One of my friend betrayed me, and then I had only had 10 days to find a new place, but then I was able to find an apartment. So I found a two-bedroom apartment, rented the other room, and yeah, it's been really great. And I graduated in April 2021. I've met so many people. I was working with Seneca. I was handling their social media, so I get to network with a lot of people. A lot of people knew me, and it felt nice. And when I graduated during the last week, I was skateboarding and I broke my leg. It was yeah, I messed it up, and I had to go through surgery. I was all here. I only had my friends and my sister here, so I had to go through surgery pretty bad. Like they had to put in a rod in my leg, and I wasn't working for 4 months. Like for 4 months, I wasn't working at all. I was on bed rest, so I was on crutches and all that. Friends were taking me around. It was a pretty hectic period. I was at my friend's place living. They used to work from home, so I was with them, and I was still recovering. I was looking for work from home opportunities, so I was looking at taxi and I found a job. It was a Montreal based startup. Went there for onboarding. I started with that job. Was there for 6 months. In January, I got laid off. I recently started with this new company, and it's been 2 months that I've been working with this company. It's been okay so far, but I'm still looking for better offers, and that's pretty much how it's been. Other than that, I think I've seen myself. I've seen growth in myself. I have been more emotionally intelligent, and I have been able to carry myself better, and I've seen the growth personally and professionally as well. And this country has given me a lot. The amount, yeah, that is what I'll say. In general, is hectic. I would say it's pretty busy. So here, it's not like you have house help or somebody who's gonna come and help you out. You have to do everything on your own, like your dishes or your laundry. You have to clean your apartment. You have to do almost every goddamn thing. I wake up, I cook myself breakfast, I get ready, go to work, cook myself lunch as well, pack it, take lunch, come back home, like clean my apartment for some time. And it's pretty much busy. It's happening, but a lot of times I feel it's pretty happening. It's hectic, but you feel good about what you do. You know what I mean? Like you feel good when you do everything on your own. So yeah, that's the best part. Well, sometimes it gets really, really lonely, like really, really lonely. I have cried at situations. I get like, I don't know what to do because sometimes you just don't have anything to do and you feel so lonely. Other than that, how I channelize that energy is I make videos like these. I'm into music as well. I make music, I record videos, and I go swimming. I would recommend anybody who's in a situation like this to get a hobby and work upon that. This will help you out for sure. And if you have a side gig, focus upon that as well. Mental health, dude. Mental health is on the toss. I wouldn't lie. Like I mean, I'm the oldest sibling as well, and I have expectations, and there's just so much going on in life. So it's always I have growth. I mean, I don't know, but I'm someone who's very growth oriented. I would love to see myself growing or learning something new all the time. So what I think is my mental health has been okay. I wouldn't say it's the best, but I try to be happy and keep myself engaged with stuff. And yeah, that's pretty much what I do. No, I don't have a girlfriend yet. I've been single for 2 years now. I think it's just everybody's situation is so uncertain. Everybody is figuring out life, and there's so much going on, and a lot of people are unable to commit, and they're just scared of commitment as well because there's already so much going on in life. Other than that, I feel just because it's a new country and you don't have a network as of now, people are also networking. They want to meet new people and network and just be friends. That is how I see this. I think I don't know, but yeah, they want to grow and like it's not like back home you knew almost you grew there, so you knew a lot of people. It's not, and it looked homely because of the people as well. People play a very important part when you know a lot of people, and it makes home life. But here you don't know anybody, and you just want to know a lot of people. You meet new people, and that is how you grow your network. You are in a new city, new country. Other than that, modern relationship, but I haven't really found someone. I've been single for almost 2 years now, and yeah, but I've met a lot of people. Yeah. Oh, what are my short-term goals? Sure. So, I mean, lately I just got laid off from the company I was working with, and it was a pretty stressful situation. I can't afford to be unemployed because I have my PR process going on and all that. So to get your permanent residency here, you need to complete at least 1 year of work experience to be eligible. So when I got laid off, it was pretty stressful because I am looking to apply for my PR as well. So my short-term goal is to get my PR first. Then yeah, short-term goal is to apply for my PR. Any advice for someone who is coming to this country? I would say they would first of all talking about study. I mean, even I did not know much about what I wanted to do here, so it's okay. But I would highly recommend pick a niche, pick a subject you really want to study. Don't take any general course and work upon that. Network with a lot of people. Networking helps a lot. It's all about the people you know, and yeah, join communities, do volunteering work as well, and don't give up. It's gonna be hard. Like, I've been homeless for 5 days. I will make a video on this as well. I was homeless for 5 days. I've seen ghosts. I've been unemployed for 4 months because I broke my leg. I had to go through surgery all by myself. I had friends who were taking care of me, and my family had to come here. But there'll be really bad times, but there'll be really good times as well. And when you stay alone, you feel really good about whatever you achieve on your own. So don't give up, and yeah, like keep hustling. It's gonna pay. I mean, yeah, life is definitely not as like comforting as it was back home for us. Like, I come from India, so everything was really accessible. I never had to worry about rent, food, and working that much. But here, when you come, it's definitely hectic, but it makes you feel good about yourself. Don't give up, and yeah, keep hustling. I don't think, I mean, with the life I have here, I pretty much like it, even though it's very hectic. I love it, the exposure, the people, and I mean, I saw my first concert here, and I mean, I also think I got financially independent in this country. As in, back home, I was always asking, like, my parents were supporting me back home because I was in my undergrad. And with the amount of money I've been making here, I think, I mean, I like my life here better than what I had in India. And yeah, I mean, for now, I like this. I mean, in future, I might want to go back. I'm not sure. But for now, I like it. I like it here. Yeah, I don't. I bought this MacBook recently. I don't think if I was in India, I could never ever afford this. Yeah, and iPhone or anything like that, man, it's been really good. The exposure I'm getting, the quality of life is definitely better. The quality of life is definitely great than what I was living in India. Thank you. This was nice, and do subscribe if you like this episode.